fable of the ant and the grasshopper is one that has been told for generations, and it carries a strong moral about hard work and planning for the future. On a warm summer day, a grasshopper was happily hopping around, singing and enjoying the sunshine. He had no cares in the world. As he sang, he saw an ant working diligently, collecting food and storing it in a hole for the coming winter. The grasshopper laughed and teased the ant, saying, "Why do you work so hard? The sun is shining and there's plenty of time to relax. Come, join me, enjoy the day." The ant, though, didn't pay attention to the grasshopper's mocking words. She continued her work without stopping, quietly preparing for the colder months ahead. The grasshopper, feeling confident that the good weather would last forever, ignored the ant's wisdom and spent the rest of the summer playing and enjoying life. But as the months passed, the warm days turned to cold. The once busy meadow was now barren, and the winter chill had arrived. The grasshopper, shivering and hungry, realized he had nothing to eat and no shelter. He had failed to prepare, and now he was suffering the consequences of his actions. With nowhere to turn, he went to the ant's house, seeking help. The ant, snug and warm in her home, answered the door. Seeing the grasshopper in such a poor state, she could hardly believe her eyes. The grasshopper asked the ant for food and shelter, begging for mercy. But the ant, having worked so hard all summer, was not moved by his plea. She said, "I worked through the summer to be ready for winter, and now I have what I need to survive. I cannot help you, as you spent your time playing instead of preparing." The grasshopper, ashamed and cold, realized that the ant's hard work had made all the difference. He understood now that it's not enough to live for the moment and enjoy pleasures without considering the future. The harsh lesson of winter had opened his eyes. He had wasted his time, and now he was left with nothing. This story of the ant and the grasshopper teaches us a valuable lesson, that preparation and hard work are essential, and that procrastination and living only for the present can have serious consequences. It reminds us that we need to balance enjoying the present with planning for the future. Life is full of challenges, and we must face them with responsibility and foresight. The ant, by working hard when others played, was able to survive the tough winter. The grasshopper, by failing to plan, had to face the bitter cold without food, shelter, or warmth. In the end, the fable tells us that success doesn't come from living only in the moment, but from preparing for the future with wisdom, patience, and effort. So, as we go through life, let's remember the ant's lesson. There is a time for work and a time for play, but the balance between them is key to our future happiness and well-being. This story reminds us to always think ahead, work hard, and not procrastinate, because the consequences of our choices today can have a lasting impact tomorrow.